so many different traditions from around the world. In fact, on this stage today, anyway, we've seen quite a bit of dance, which is amazing, and we're going to see more right now from the Indian subcontinent. We're about to hear and see a Kathak dancer who goes by the name of Farah, if that's better, I hear that, Yasmeen Shaikh, and her ensemble. And that kind of dance, there are like more than 6 versions, 6 classical dance forms in India. I think we've had Kathak here before, but not for a while, so it's very exciting to welcome them. And this tradition, as I said, comes from northern India that became Pakistan when the country was divided, right, the partitioned. And so Farah's parents were Pakistanis that immigrated and eventually settled in Salinas, California, okay? And she, as a young woman, had the good fortune of studying with a master Kathak dancer, Pandit Chitras Das, and worked with him for 2 decades and then became a teacher of this tradition. So I'm going to keep it short here because I know we're short on their time. So please welcome Farah Yasmeen Shaikh and her ensemble who will perform Kathak dance.
In a world that is fractured in so many ways, we strive to find unity in our diversity and start today with a piece that embodies that sentiment. Asa Ishq Namaz. The lines translate to, as I sit in love's prayer, I forget if I'm in a temple or a mosque. Asa Ishq Namaz. असा इश्क नमाज जदो नीति असा इश्क नमाज जदो नीति तदो भूल गए मंदिर मसीती तदो इश्क नमाज जदो नीति तदो भूल गए मंदिर मसीती असा इश्क नमाज असा इश्क नमाज जी इश्क नमाज जदो नीति असा इश्क नमाज जदो नीति तदो भूल गए मंदिर मसीती असा इश्क नमाज असा इश्क नमाज असा इश्क नमाज
Good afternoon. Thank you so much. We are going to take you on a very short but hopefully meaningful journey today. And that is going to give you a little glimpse into this art form you heard a little bit about, Kathak, which is, yes, a classical form of South Asia, originating in North India, now practiced universally, absolutely in different parts of India and Pakistan. It is a storytelling form. It also has a lot of dynamic rhythms and such. The very theme that we opened with is going to be something we keep as present as possible throughout. And that simply is that the art unifies, and I think the very fact that all of you are here together on such a beautiful day and that this festival happens annually is exactly evidence of that. So we hope to carry that through with our performance today as well. Getting into some of the technical elements of both Kathak, the dance form, and the music that accompanies it, we're going to explore a rhythmic cycle today known as Tal Dhamar, a 14-beat cycle. What's happening here is there's a constant timekeeping of this cycle while we interweave compositions that are either specific to the dance and or the music. You'll hear me sometimes recite syllables and then execute that through movement while it's also played in accompanying somewhat translated syllables in the tabla as well as other aspects of musicality. So this is highly mathematic, it's highly challenging, but we love this part of exploring our form. So without further ado, we bring you Tal Dhamar. Ga, di, na, di, de, da, gat, de, de. So even what I'm reciting here is actually the 14-beat cycle in relation to the language of the drum. But so you can feel it in numbers, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1. If there's anybody who studies or knows music of South Asia, you know that 1 is actually far more important than the last beat. Come to us if you want to learn more about that after. De. 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 Ta. A. Ga. Di. Na. Di. De. Ta. A. Ga. De. 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 Ta. A. Ga. Di. Na. Di.
Punch da da. Teddy gada gada gina tay tay tay. Teddy gada gada gina tay tay tay. Teddy gada gada gina tay tay tay. Ta gada gina ta gada gina ta gada gina ta gada gina da da da.
Detam, dagadagatunga, takita, dekita, takatung, gadigana, tunga, nunga, takatunaka, tigradiri, tay, 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 tigradiri, tay, 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 tigradiri, tay, 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 one.
Da, ga, di, di, da, da, dagadagatunga, kita kita taka tunga taka dia tunga nunga taka tuna kat dika thay 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 dika thay 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 dika thay 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 kat hey hey ta
Ta thay tigradiri tay ta thay tigradiri tay ta thay tigradiri tay ta thay 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 tay ta tay 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 ta tari ta ari ta thay tari ta ari ta thay tari ta ari ta thay thay ta te te dha
thấy thì cái gì thấy cắt thấy thì cái gì thấy cắt thấy thì cái gì thấy cả thấy tất thấy à thấy tất thấy thấy thì thấy cắt tất thấy ta thì thấy ta thì à thì thấy thấy ta tê tê da gadigina tha 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 gadigina tha
there. This next composition, simply numbers, playing with sevens here. And the goal here is we are repeating patterns 3 times, all in this structure of 14 beats. I'll start doing it in English, just so you can hear the sevens. Then I'll move to Hindi, Urdu, language of India and Pakistan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry. Forgot I said I'd do it in English. Habits. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, here it is, it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. So even in the recitation, you can find a flow, a story almost.
Đầu tiên chào phán chế sát ấy 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 đầu tiên chào phán chế sát thế ta a ga di na di te da a te ta ta te ta te ta ta te a te ta ta te ta te ta ta te a te ta ta te ta te ta ta te a te ta ta te ta te ta ta te a te ta ta te ta te ta ta te a te ta ta te ta thari kita 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 एक दो 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 तीन 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 एक दो 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 तीन 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 एक 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 Team, team. Hey, hey, da, got it. Di, na, di, hey, da, egg, do, team, egg, do, team, egg, do, team, egg, do, team, egg, do, team.
So you get a little taste of how we choose to play. So Kathak comes from the word katha, meaning to tell stories, and the Kathaka is the storyteller. So no Kathak performance can be complete without some storytelling. And the beauty is that the single dancer, when dancing solo, you have to portray all the characters. So showing masculinity, femininity, all genders, all animate, inanimate objects. So I have to become essentially the entire story. You'll see me sort of change characters with a little bit of a turn to one side or the other, often trying to map where one character was standing to interact with it. So it's miming to a certain degree, but through emotional conveyance and expression. So today's story is really about the power of the arts. There's a lot of not only just deep knowledge and history that's passed down through these traditions, but the stories are also so tied to the arts, and this is one of those. So this takes place, actually, some say it's a true story. I think I would like to say I subscribe to that. This takes place during the Mughal Empire, during the rule of Emperor Akbar, who was the third emperor of the Mughal dynasty in India, in North India. And essentially, he was an avid patron of the arts, so much so that he had a court composer amongst all of these courtiers that he held in high regard. But it was quite obvious that this court composer, whose name was Mia Tansen, was one of his favorites. So this made the other courtiers quite jealous. So one day they go to Emperor Akbar and they say, "We have heard Mia Tansen, apparently, he can sing a particular rag, a melody, that he says will start fires. The rag is so powerful, rag Deepak, it will start fires." Emperor Akbar, upon hearing this, is deeply curious and has such faith in his composer. He says, I know this must be true. And he asks of the composer, Mia Tansen, you must perform this in front of everybody tonight. Well, these courtiers very deceitfully think either this is not true and he's going to look like a fool in front of the emperor, falling out of his good graces, or there will be mass destruction. So either way, they feel like it's going to give them a greater standing. Mia Tansen is burdened by this request. How can he deny a request of the emperor of all people? So though he knows, yes, the power of this rag that comes through him, not because of him, he has to oblige. His daughter, seeing just the despair on her father's face as he's preparing for the night's performance, she says, what's wrong? And he tells her, and she tells him, don't worry. Just like Deepak brings fire, you have trained me to sing another melody, another rag, Mia Ki Malhar, which will bring the rain. So, needless to say, the power of the arts are there, and the thing we love about this particular story, not just emphasizing the power of music, and in this case shown through the dance, but also who saves the day? Of course, a woman.
Din, da, da. Din, da. Din. Emperor Akbar sits atop his throne and looks over his courtiers. Two of Akbar's courtiers, a few of them, have a brilliant, mischievous, deceitful idea. They tell the emperor, we have heard that your court composer and musician, Mia Tansen, He can sing a rag Deepak, that when he sings it, will light fires on all the diyas, the lamps, in the court. Emperor Akbar is enamored by this idea and immediately calls over Tansen. Tansen listens to the emperor's request and starts to ponder what he will do. Will he sing this rag and allow for mass destruction with fire? Or will he submit to the emperor's request? Tansen contemplates. Akbar Digeda Hetta Ideda Daga Dunga Dagi Deda Da Dede Gaga Gari Gena Tata Ketunga Dade Digeda Dadenda Detta Kita Taka Dunga Takita Taka Dedika Dega Digeda Da Keta Te A Te Tata Te 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 Tata Ta Te 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 Tata Te Ta Te Ta Te 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 Tata Digadi Te Digadi Te Digadi Te Tata Te Tata Te Tata Te Digadi Te Digadi Te Digadi Te Tata Te Tata Te Tata Te Digadi Te Digadi Te Digadi Te Tata Te Tata Te Tata Ta. Tansen submits to the emperor's request, knowing it's impossible to refuse a request from Akbar. He returns to his quarters, distraught on what he will do. His daughter, Saraswati, comes into the room and sees her father in such distress. She asks him what is wrong, and she listens to what the emperor has ordered him. She says, "Don't worry. You yourself have taught me of the power of the rag. Your creation, Rag Miyaki Malhar, named after you, brings the rain. When you sing in the court tonight, and I see the lamps start to light, I will sing Rag Miyaki Malhar to bring the rain and douse the fire." Tansen is comforted by his daughter's support, and he prepares to sing Rag Deepak tonight. The Darbar, the court of Akbar, Tansen pays his respects and takes his place to sing Rag Deepak. The lamps start to light. Dina, dina, ta ta dina, dee dina, dina, dee dina, dee dina, dina, dee dina, dina, dee dina, dina, dee dina, do, ti, cha, cha, march, march, do, ti, cha, march. Tansen has succumbed to the flames he himself has created. He's overtaken by the heat and waits for his daughter's voice to bring the showers.
बिया बिया जानी हो नादिर दानी तो दिल तन्ना ता दिल नारी दीम तनों दीम ना तन ना 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 दिल दानी तो दिल दानी तन का करे तारे तन का करे तन ना बिया बिया जानी हो नादिर दानी तो दिल तन्ना ता दिल नारी दीम तनों दीम ना तन Tansen's daughter has saved the day, proving to all the power of the raga and the power of the woman.
So, our finale piece today is going to take you on what we hope is exactly that, hope. As we started out, a piece about whatever you believe in, wherever you come from, we are one. And this idea of unity is something that we feel needs to be shouted from the rooftops, from the stages, you name it, we will say it till our last breath. And essentially this last piece, yes, this last piece is really about that hope and that joy. Titled Aaj Rang Hai, based on the poetry by the great Amir Khusrau, who is known to have a great poet whose much of his poetry has been turned into song, and this being absolutely one of those. And essentially, Aaj Rang Hai, translated, today there is color, but that color signifies the light, the enlightenment, and again, the hope. So, interspersed with some more composition and rhythmic, high energy, and a lot of beautiful poetry and lyrics into the song, some call response, some of it improvised. All of this is really a beautiful sort of coming together of the music and the style of dance. So we end our time with you today with Aaj Rang Hai.
जो सुनो हमारी बात, आज मिला पिया तुम जगियो सारी रात, आज रंग है रीमा रंग है री, आज रंग है रीमा रंग है री, मेरे महबूब के घर रंग है री, मेरे महबूब के घर रंग है री, आज रंग है रीमा रंग है री, आज रंग है रीमा छाप तिलक सब छीनी रे मोसे नैना मिलाई, छाप तिलक सब छीनी रे मोसे नैना मिलाई के, 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 छाप तिलक सब छीनी रे मोसे नैना मिलाई के, छाप तिलक सब छीनी रे मोसे नैना मिलाई के, नैना मिलाई के, नैना मिलाई के।
One more composition. Get it, get it, da de de da da din da ga de de da din da ga de de da din da get it da din da ga de de da dum da da ga de de da dum da da ga de de da dum da 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 dum da da dum da da dum da.
Sawal Jawab, question and answer, improvised. On the tabla, Yusuf Garai from Pakistan.
Violin, Raginder Singh Momi. Both East-West Coast based. To his left on the chair, Athena Nair, vocals, recitation. Also bi-coastal, and Deepthi Goyer from the Bay Area, vocals. My name is Farah Yasmeen Shaikh. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be lingering around and we hope to chat and see you some more. Thank you for letting us share what we believe in so deeply and believe with this and with all of you, we can make some really, really much needed changes in this this world that is hurting so much. So do that with us. Thank you again.